Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. We are going to take a look at messages from Archangel Michael. For those of you who are new, I have Archangel Michael with me on all of the readings that I do for YouTube as well as your personal readings. And the message that's coming through for each zodiac sign, all of us, it doesn't matter what we are underneath, is about our thoughts, what we're thinking, and listening to our own thoughts as well as listening to other people. So with this message, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, and a lot of people are feeling stuck right now. You may not be one of them, but it may be somebody that you are dealing with, that this message might help you in working with them, relating with them on some level. So let's take a look at the rest of the message that Archangel Michael would like us all to know, other than paying attention to our thinking and our thoughts. The first card that's coming out on this side is the positive side. This is going to be adversities, and we have the Three of Swords. So some of you beautiful Cancer babies, you've been going through a lot of painful experiences. And that doesn't mean that it's today, but you may be overcoming that right now. But for the majority of you, depending on what group, whether you are new in the journey, you're in the middle of the journey, or even you have moved beyond where you were and started a new path in your life, we still have some negativity. And when the swords are down, that's representing negative thinking. When the swords are up, that's the positive. That's the positive communication, thinking. You may not even be speaking with somebody that hurt you in the past, but yet there's still the heart there. That means there's still an attachment to you or with that person. Or it could be a career for some of you where you may have felt a little bit betrayed, heartbroken on some level of life. But the Three of Swords is going to be followed by the Four of Swords. And that's where he's really asking us all to focus on what we're thinking about. So let's take a look at the adversities of what's going on with this Three of Swords energy. Now you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but I don't feel that it's necessarily a zodiac sign that we're looking at in this particular reading. Let's take a look at whatever the message is. I hope you guys are doing well. You've been having such wonderful readings. And the adversity is the Three of Swords. So you may be dealing with a situation where an ending took place. Betrayal on both sides, heartbreak on both sides. You know, when we go through a love relationship or a job loss where both sides actually worked well together, but something came between the two of you, the job, the separation created the same experience on both ends. Now, when we're looking at the adversities, you may be dealing with a person, like I said, who betrayed you with this Three of Swords on the adversity side, where you see other people are attached to it. This could be outsiders that were lying to you or about you, to them, about them. All different things can come through in these readings, and you're going to know how it applies to your life. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're in it right now, but you may be trying to overcome this, and whoever you are dealing with is also dealing with the same thing. If this is a romantic relationship, I feel the two of you really feel the loss between the two of you and may not have had good communication. Swords represent communication and what we think in our mind. And this is pretty heavy. Let's see what's going to happen here. So the next card that we're looking at in the adversities is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is talking about confusion, illusions, delusions. For some of you, like, this wasn't necessarily real. You may have been dealing with a situation where it was like romanticizing, but not necessarily taking action for some of you, if it was a romance. And they could have been. It depends on your situation. When it comes to a job, to a family type situation, this is the clouded thinking that we have by being stuck in the swords being down, by being stuck in this negative energy. And it can hold us literally keep us on the ground. So you or your partner, if this is a romance, you may are most likely are separated or feeling very, very distant from each other. Now, this isn't a romance reading, but we actually, with Cancer, you guys have had a lot of really positive readings over the last several, I think couple months. You've been having really positive readings. June, July, definitely. I remember in July, your reading started turning. And that's wonderful, because when that happens, that means we're starting to clear out the pain. You're starting to pull those swords out and heal those wounds inside. But you may be dealing with a company, an organization, family member, friend, and definitely romance, that they are not in that place yet. They're still seeing things in a different perception, a different way than you are. We have the Knight of Wands. So you may have been attached to a little bit of a player type energy. This may be somebody that came in and out of your life, a job opportunity that kept coming in and out. They call you in to work for them and then say, okay, we don't need you, and send you home. All different kinds of things can come through this for you, but it is talking about how it affected you in a soul, inside of your heart. And when we get wounded, we create clouded illusions, and you can see the clouds are on this side as well. So this particular person, this particular experience has been back and forth, in and out, whether it's just in your thoughts, or you might even be picking up on what they're thinking of at this time, especially if you're connected. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is saying this is where you're headed for, my beautiful Cancers. Look at the difference of the energy. Over the next 10 weeks, 10, I see 10 is very clearly 10 weeks, you're going to start feeling vibrant again. You're going to start feeling like maybe this reading's going to help you to remember to listen to what you're thinking. If you want this, you cannot be focused on what you went through. You have to focus on what it is you truly desire. So if you can see, she's focused on the bird right here. And as she focuses on the bird, everything starts flourishing around this individual. And the Nine of Pentacles is being free and single and happy in our life. And when we're focused on our own inner joy, that's when somebody can come in and really captivate us. That's when the job offer can come in. An opportunity that is absolutely amazing, that's going to escalate you to the 10 of Pentacles. And that's where all the good things start coming down really, really big time. Big payouts and things like this when we're talking in the cards. But what I'm hearing for you guys is this is a moment for you to really study, maybe even find a mentor to help you pull those swords out of your heart and heal your heart so that you can grow into this. 10 weeks is not that long. So this is almost like a speedy little process for some of you. And that's going to be very, very good. This is going to be very good. Now let's see what they want you to know to help you get through this pain or remove whatever wasn't finished. We can start to work on healing ourselves, and then all of a sudden, let's say it is a relationship or even a job, we get a new opportunity that comes in, and we forget about what happened before. And when we forget about what happens before, it can get harbored and stuck in our subconscious mind, only to come back years later and haunt us again, that memory. Or every now and then you think of that person. Whatever this is, the two of you are really thinking about each other, and I feel you may actually have telepathic communication, even if it's a job. I've had bosses where we are actually on the same page and we can connect, and it just depends on the person that you're dealing with. Now, the overall message that is going to help you in your life, empathy. Now, again, this may be them, it may not be you, but this empathy is needed in order to complete this cycle. This is something you were supposed to go through. And the Destiny card isn't out, but I do believe, and you may agree, this was part of your path. It depends on how far you are into your healing. Because with destiny comes huge growth, huge growth potential. So let's pull a couple more cards and see how we can help you move forward. Empathy is looking at everything around you and looking at it from the other person's point of view. Whether we have been through it, whether we haven't, whatever it was, this is an opportunity for you to communicate with the Eight of Wands. Communicate freely with the other person, and that's going to help you grow. The Eight of Wands is long distance communication between you and this other individual, this other experience, showing the distance between you. Now I'm picking up 5-6. That could be 5-6 miles. It could be 5-6 hours, or even 5-6 days of distance between you and this situation. So if it's family members, they may live, it may be a 5-hour trip. But this is communication going back and forth. The arrows are going back and forth, and it's equal communication. So I feel you're going to be reconnecting, and I don't mean necessarily the person that hurt you, but most of you it probably will be. So if this is a family member, or even that job that you may have lost, there may have been some poor decision making because they were scattered. They were in that Seven of Cups energy. And that scattered energy will, as many of you know, it will create a confusion that makes us feel like we don't know how to move forward, or are we on the right path? So again, the message is to you to focus on what it is you truly want. Pay attention to your thoughts, but listen with empathy to the other person. You have something incredible coming in. If we can do this, if we can create the empathy inside of us and say, okay, I see it from your point of view. It doesn't mean I agree with it, but I do see how it works on that end, and still be able to work it out where you become very happy and joyous. Now, I will be honest with you, some of you, I feel this is a cheating type of a situation, and you don't hear me say that very often. This may be somebody that you recently met, even through the readings, the very positive readings that we've been doing over the last couple months, where there was another person and a form of betrayal. But for most of you, this is looking at whatever the person went through, whatever the job went through, to eliminate and remove from them that was keeping them stuck from seeing the real you. There is going to be communication that is going to bring joy and happiness to you with this beautiful Three of Cups. That's about joy, celebration, and actually getting along as a group. This is friends, but for a lot of you, this is going to be a romantic situation. So with the communication, it's going to help you heal over the Three of Swords on your own side, and it's going to help heal the other person. You're probably going to see a lot of 3s and 4s. I also see 4s. Yep. And I'm being guided to tell you that you are not alone, my dear. You may feel very lonely. You may feel like there's nobody around you, and you want friends to engage with. You want to be around people, but feeling a little bit uneasy getting out there. Whether you have been involved with somebody recently or it's been a really long time, this is communication coming in that will lead you to this Three of Cups. It will lead you to want more. You want more, and open your heart. So listen to what you're thinking, but even more importantly, listen to the offers that are coming in, the apologies that are coming in around you. You're being guided to focus on everything they say so that you can determine whether you can trust them and trust your own self in this situation. And that is what's going to lead you to the Nine of Pentacles, which is going to be followed by the Ten of Pentacles. So my beautiful Cancers, I hope this helps you. Have an amazing week. Thumbs up this video to help other Cancers, and much love.